The CSO Class Supercarrier is the single largest warship ever constructed by the Covenant, as well as the largest vessel to participate in the Human-Covenant War. The colossal vessels are primarily used as flagships for vast armadas, as well as serving to coordinate planetary invasions and supporting military actions across entire star systems with their huge fighter complements. At a length of 28,960 meters, the CSO class is simply colossal. Its frame is a direct adaptation of the far smaller CAS class assault carrier, but drastically increased in scale and refitted with improved weapons, engines and shields, as well as a layer of advanced nanolaminate armor over 30 meters thick and able to absorb massive damage before breaching. The CSO's crew complement numbers in the tens of thousands, including personnel from the entire spectrum of Covenant races, and the ship's internal security is so extensive that any attempted boarding action would be nothing short of suicidal. Though the CSO is technically a support vessel, its enormous mass is more than adequate to mount a host of powerful weapons. The ship is covered in pulse laser turrets, used both for point defense and for attacking lighter warships. These pulse turrets are supplemented by larger plasma cannons, as well as by guided plasma torpedoes, allowing the supercarrier to effectively engage vessels of any size. Much like the smaller CAS class, the CSO sports enormous energy projectors along its ventral hull. These terrifying weapons are used to glass the surface of planets, thereby rendering them uninhabitable, and in some instances the beams have been used to vaporize hostile warships at a range of 100,000 kilometers. Being a supercarrier, the CSO's complement of auxiliary craft is naturally large and varied. The ship carries hundreds of squadrons of Seraph-class multi-role fighters, as well as thousands of Banshees and Space Banshees, in addition to a large number of Spirit and Phantom dropships. The supercarrier is also loaded with a number of Type 28 Tick boarding craft for use in spaceborne assault, as well as hundreds of infantry drop pods and an extensive mechanized ground force. When participating in system-wide attacks, a CSO is able to supply and direct a planetary invasion with ease, as well as providing powerful surface reinforcements in the form of Scarab walkers and Shadow assault transports. Perhaps the most famous example of a CSO-class supercarrier was the Long Night of Solace, flagship of the fleet of Valiant Prudence. The Solace and its flotilla served as the advance invasion force during the fall of Reach in 2552. During the invasion, the ship was captained by Supreme Commander Ro Barutame and served as the primary target of the UNSC's Operation Uppercut. During the engagement, a contingent of Sabre-class planetary defense fighters, accompanied by the UNSC Savannah, were able to deploy an improvised slipspace bomb aboard a Covenant corvette attempting to dock with the Long Night of Solace. The resulting blast tore the supercarrier in half, leading the UNSC to believe they had driven the Covenant away from Reach, but their celebration was quickly cut short by the arrival of the Fleet of Particular Justice, whose intervention led to a Covenant victory. Easily one of the most imposing and powerful space frames constructed by the Covenant, the CSO-class supercarrier served as a terrifying symbol of the Covenant's military might, and even years after the conclusion of the Human-Covenant War, the supercarrier remains one of the largest and most strategically valuable starships ever encountered by humanity. Thank you for watching Spacedock. Please remember to like, subscribe and share for more science fiction spacecraft summaries. If you enjoy the channel, why not consider pledging your support on Patreon? For just $1 a month, you'll be able to access the Spacedock schedule to see what's coming up.